I'm live on 2 platforms, Instagram and YouTube. My deadlift is 130 kilograms. My bench press is 55 kilograms. My squat is 100 kilograms. Yeah. Turn. Total. Anyone coming on? Paulina. Hello. Hello. Do you want a tarot reading? The roles are reversed. Hello. Hello. I'm on 2 different platforms right now. I'm on YouTube and how are you, beautiful? I'm on what do you call it? YouTube. Hello. U1082. How are you, beautiful? I'm doing good. Paulina. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good today. Paulina, you got a new cat. Hi. You got a new cat. This is very good. Meow. I've just been drinking too much. I've been I've been drinking too much and can I please ask a question? Somebody over there on YouTube wants me to I have these tarot cards. Oh no. This guy is really trying hard. Are you this guy? Are you trying hard? Go ahead. I'm on 2 different platforms. I'm just Can I ask a question? Yes, you can ask a question. I am a female. We have a female. All right. Here you have the female variety. Yes, I have a stall to run for 2 days. I have a stall to run for 2 days. A stall? Like a stall of cows? Lots of cows in New Zealand. I have a stall. A stall of what? Do you see Nelson having an intimate moment together in the future? My name is Yushura. Like a festival one. I just remember. You have this stall to run for 2 days? Like some kind of market person? Some sort of. Hold on. This is a bit. All right. This other person over here has. Do you see Nelson having intimate moment together in the future? My name is Yashura. Yeah, making sandwiches. Say it, making sandwiches. Don't do it. Don't make anybody any sandwiches. Just pet your cat. Just pet. Hence the 10 of Wands. Okay. A card for Polina. What is this? Ace of Swords in reverse. Maybe you're overthinking it. Maybe it doesn't have to be too. Maybe it could just be like a sort of a thing that happens and you're not even noticing, and it just happens and then it's over and then whatever. Maybe not such a big deal. Honestly, for you, things just kind of maybe just go over the head. This other person over here, do you see Nelson having intimate moment together in the future? My name is Yeshua. Who is Nelson? What? And also, does he want that? My coworker. All right. Well, just a small time girl living in a lonely world. Yeah, true. Just a small time girl living in a lonely world. Just a small time girl living in a lonely world. She took a midnight train going anywhere. My coworker. It's really hard to juggle. Okay, so YouTube person. There's 2 people on YouTube. So I'm juggling this other person. This is Paulina. This is the person that I care most about, probably. She's the person that I care most about. She's running this stall. What are you're running some sort of stall and making sandwiches? Paulina? Is that beneath you? What are the ingredients in the sandwiches? Beetroot, turkey, chicken? What's in the sandwiches? What are you gonna put in the sandwiches? Don't do that. Paulina, pet your cat. Just a small time girl living. Eggs, tuna, cheese salad. That's so basic. And if it's in the hot sun, unless you have a cooler, you need a cooler with ice to keep it fresh. If it's going to be in the hot sun of like Peru, it could get a little bit. I live in a village. I know you live in a village. You live out in the. Out in the middle of nowhere, the jungle. My coworker. Oh, I've lost some people over here. I've been focusing too much on Polina. All right, let's pull some cards for Polina. I'm gonna pull cards for Polina. It's rainy season. It's rainy season. Isn't Peru in the southern hemisphere? So in the same way that New Zealand is experiencing the winter season, but although Peru is close to the equator, so it's generally always sunny or always kind of temperate. It's rainy season. Rainy season. When the night comes and you lay your weary head to rest. It's tropical. Yeah. Well, they say New Zealand is tropical, but I beg to differ. It's an island, but it's an island without all the perks of being an island. It's an island. Yeah, sure. Okay, it's an island, but it's like it's cold, especially in the bottom of the South Island. It's always just like today. What was the weather today? Today it was 19 degrees Celsius. Not too bad, but it took a while to warm up. So it was like 12 degrees, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Eventually by 2 p.m. it's like 8 and 19 degrees. I have another person on. All right, Polina. Sandwiches. Polina, you know you're above that. You already know that. You know that you're above some sort of sandwich stand at the local market. What do you really want? I just have these tarot cards. Okay, hold on. Polina, what does Spirit want Polina to know? 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 What does Spirit... Oh! Page of Swords. Maybe just speaking your truth. Maybe just speaking simply what you really feel and what you really don't feel and what you do feel. Speaking simply, and that's Aries time, isn't it? Just speaking simply about what you feel. I got another card for you. The Moon. Even though it's Aries season, it is a snake year. So we're asking you to process what you're feeling. Speak your truth and then processing what you're feeling. Feeling maybe for this year, just the moon, just kind of feeling into the tides and the ways that things, because it is a snake year. I met a girl at my work and she's born in the year of the dragon. So she turned 24 last year. And she said that last year was the best year of her life. She got married. She lost 50 pounds. She lost 25 kilograms. She said the 24 was the best year of her life. But this year, snake year, maybe a time to get into the lunar. I know you're not a major fan of the lunar, and I'll just show you something. I'll show you something. I have this mural that's dedicated to the moon on my wall. And I've debated getting it replaced with maybe like a sun-based mural. We're kind of house poor. We're very minimalist in a sense that we're actually poor. So yeah, we're minimalist, but it's on account of how poor we are. Um, and I thought about getting the sun because I quite like the sun, and I think that maybe the solar energy because I did hear about and I listened to you, and I think you've moved away. I It was ages ago. You're like I've moved away from the lunar energy of the women of the emotions, and I've moved into the solar energy, and and um and yet I have this kind of um to- totem or this sort of like this moon, what do you call it, tapestry on. I got it on maybe some sort of cheap website, and for the moon, and because I've always been quite lunar, probably, Capricorn, Scorpio, lots of Scorpio, and then lots of Capricorn. It's just feeling very feminine. Are you still with me, YouTube person? My coworker. I'm gonna pull a random card for you. La 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 la. La 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 la. Nine of Pentacles? Abundance. She's still with me. Nine of Pentacles. Abundance. Abundance for you, my darling. Abundance. Look at that. Abundance. Jamar Neighbors. I have a famous comedian. Literally, Polina, I have a famous comedian on. Hi, Jamar. But what about my question? Girl, Polina, are you still there? Jamar. Hi, Jamar Neighbors. I think he might have left. Paulina, are you still there? Oh, hi, Paulina. What about my question? Nelson. Yes, Nelson. Nelson. I've been to Nelson. What about Nelson? That's where Ashley's grandma used to live. We visited Nelson, and it was a kind of a sleepy northern South Island town. You got okay, so person on YouTube, you got the 9 of Pentacles. That's looking optimistic. What was your question? Do you see us having intimate together in the future? The guy's name is Nelson. The guy's name is Nelson. To do with the sandwich stand. The person asks you. The person at what? This person over here. This person over here. Nelson. Polina, I literally have a famous comedian that's been on the Joe Rogan podcast just popped on my, and I've been talking to him a little bit. Isn't that weird? I think he's one of those like comedian. YouTube person asked you about that guy. Do you see me and Nelson? Oh, you're more onto it than me. I'm sorry. Do you see me and Nelson being intimate in the future? Please. Oh. All right. Well, pull card. What's your name? What is your name and how old are you? Yushura. She's 26. Oh, 26. 26 is kind of a big year, don't you think? Yushura. 26. Nelson. Polina, how did you remember that? That honestly, this just feels like the first time I've heard that. All right. I'm going to stop being the haphazard oracle and I'm going to try to focus. Okay. Yushura, this person named Nelson, you want to know if he's like a legitimate lover for you, intimate in the future? Intimate. Nelson being intimate. Do you see me and Nelson being intimate in the future? Well, I should just ask Polina. Polina would know. Okay, but okay. I see the Hermit. The Hermit is the first one coming up. So obviously you need to look after yourself. Now, if we will have seconds in the future, if we will have, sorry, that word is fucking crazy. S-E-C-O-C-K-S. Secox. No, if we will have secox. If we will have sex. Oh, sex! My God. Nelson. Page of Swords. So maybe there will be a lot of talk or consent. In the kind of, postmodern sense. Maybe you guys will have some talk around it. There'll be like some foreplay or something. Some foreplay. You and Nelson, kind of having some like fun banter around the Secox. She put a minute. And then Knight of Swords, even more like conversation, even more language like around this act that you might engage in. So maybe a lot of foreplay. I would engage in like maybe foreplay or building it up in a kind of cerebral way with you and Nelson might ameliorate things, like building it up. Oh, and then I got the Hierophant. So I think then it will be very traditional sex. So I think missionary. I think comfortable sex, like traditional kind of comfortable sex. You'll build it up and then it'll be like this kind of act of like traditional comfortable sex, maybe. And it'll be over and then, because I am leaving the job soon. So we will do it. Is it a yes? If you talk it through and make it fun and lots of foreplay, like verbal foreplay, and then maybe you will have some traditional kind of boring average kind of sex. It might be even fun, even if it's boring or whatever, but and then that'll be that. And it's a yes. Yeah, sure, if you want it. And let's ask Spirit, is Nelson the right guy for Yeshua? Is it Nelson the right guy? What does Nelson think? What does Spirit think about the bond of, what is Spirit telling me about the bond of these two people together? What is Spirit telling me about the bond of these two people? Oh! We got two cards. We got Temperance. And, so it's gonna, look at this. We got work and balance. So we got some work and some balance. So this is like a good practical bond. Like honestly, this is something you could build a life out of. It's not like the gush of hormones that's coming out of like when you're like 17 and having sex for the first time, but this is something temperance and work, like regular sex practice, balance, like with life and stuff. Like this is looking okay. This is looking okay for you and him. I mean, that's pretty much. Yeah, I don't. I see that as a pretty like a modern, postmodern kind of cool kind of bond that you guys could have, consensual and balanced, and he wouldn't ask too much of you, you wouldn't ask too much of him, and you could have some sex and then have your normal life together and stuff like that. How do you like him outside of the bedroom? Is he like, does he tick off is he like um ticking off different boxes for you outside of the bedroom as well? Is he like a good partner? Is he loyal? Is he friendly? Is he a good conversationalist? Is he inspiring? I never been intimate with him. You never been I okay, you've never been intimate with him. Okay, so maybe there would be some formalities in the beginning, I'm feeling. Helena's over there. Some formalities in the beginning. That's why I am asking. We are co-workers, yeah. So there's already been a path laid of you guys being in a sort of a formal bond together. Thank you, Julia. Signing off. Okay. Oh, Paulina. All right. See you later, Paulina. All right. Bye, Paulina. um. Yeah. Are you sure we want this to happen? I don't want to make. I mean, what do you want out of life, honestly? But um, what do you want out of life? What do you want out of life? What do you want out of life? Um, I lost my Paulina. Now I'm feeling sad. I'm gonna drink a beer. Are you sure he wants that to happen? I mean, coworker. Do you want to have like boring sex? I don't know. 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 Um not boring sex. Um we boring bond. Like good bond, like good bond. Okay. Sorry. I'm having a schizophrenic. Thank you, Julia, signing off. Ugh. That person, Paulina, is one of the most important people in my life. Oh, hello. We have another person. We have another person coming. Would you like a tarot card reading? Here's the first card for you. Ooh, hard work. Are you working away at something? Do you have a project in the works? That's what this would speak to. I'm also on YouTube over here, speaking to somebody else. Are you still there? I love Paulina. Paulina's been my go-to girl for my whole life. For since I was 24. since I was 24, since I had my Jupiter return. Are you still there over there? Let's pull some cards. Who still has a question? Time is it? Does anybody have a question? Yeah. Are you still there?